So for the first question, work out 7 over 11 of 198. So simply multiply these two together, then you will get 126 kg. Whereby for question 2, simply extract the y from both of the variables, then you get y bracket 1 minus 2y. Question 3, work out the percentage. Okay, so simply take 1.45 divided by 72.5, multiply it by 100, then you get 2%. Whereby for question 4, okay, simply run the calculation through your calculator, then you get 6.59 as the final results. Whereby for question 5, I first transform 125 into 5 to the power of 3 and 27 into 2 to the power of 3. Okay, then I multiply the power of negative 2 over 3 into both of the variables. So my final results will be 5 to the power of negative 2 and 3 to the power of negative 2. So by running the final calculation, you will get 9 over 25 as the results. Whereby for question 6, okay, first I listed down 7 lines down there, then I filled it up accordingly. So we got 5 million, so the first numbers will be 5, and followed by 200. So up to the 100 point, everything you need to put a 0 over there. So 5000, 207, so 207 at the end. Whereby for part B, change this into standard form to 8.13, then multiply 10 to the power of how many times I shifted it. So I shifted it 3 times to the right, so it will be 10 to the power of negative 3. Question 7, okay, so simply combine the variables up together. So 2p minus by 5p, okay, and negative q minus by 3q. So the results will be negative 3p and negative 4q. Whereby for question 8 part A, things to take note is if the number started by 0, it will not be considered. So it's starting from 7, 6, okay, then we look at the next number, which is 4. You need to round it down. So your results will be 0.076. Whereby for part B, okay, 10,100. So we round down the figure number 1, so you will get 10,000 as the final results. Question 9, pretty straightforward. Simply change the divide into multiplication, then you will get 3 over 8 as the final results. Whereby for question 10, okay, we got 3w minus 7 equals to 32. So by running a calculation, you get the final results as 13. Whereby for question 11, make L the subject. So by running the shifting, I shifted pi r squared to the other side. Then I divide the entire thing by pi r to get the L as the subject. So your final results will be pi r squared minus a over pi r. Okay, this is a upper bound and lower bound question. Okay, first you need to find the rounding value. Okay, I take the 0.5 divided by 2, then I identify the rounding value is plus minus 0.25. So for you to get the length of the side, simply takes square root of 42.5 minus 0.25. And the results will be 6.5 because this is a square and all of the sides will be the same. Alright. So for question 13, okay, x equals to 0.1888888, etc. So for you to get the answer in fraction, simply put 10x equals to 1.8. So the difference will be 9x equals to 1.7, and your x results will be 17/90. For question 14, this one you're actually required to memorize it, and for this matrix, it represents a reflection from the line where x equals to y. For question 15, a car travels at 108 km per hour for 20 seconds. So find the distance. So key things to take note is that they want you to find the results in meters, okay, and they given you 20 seconds. So you need to find the speed, okay, of 180 km per hour into meter over second first. So by running the conversion, 108 will be multiplied by 1000 over 60 times 60. So you take 20 multiplied by the results of 30 meter per second, you will get 600 meter as the final results. Question 16 is actually a indices question. Okay, so division stands for minus when their base is the same. So W2 minus 3 will be W to the power of -1. So results will be 1 over W. Whereby for B, so simply multiplying the power of 3 into both of the variables inside, which is 3 to the power of 3 and W to the power of 9. Okay, so final results will be 27 W to the power of 9. For question 17, it is directly proportional to the square root of x. So let's construct the formula and identify the k's value first. Y equals to k to the square root of x. Okay, substitute 9 and 6 into it and you identify k's value as 2. Okay, then you put x equals to 25 into the formula, then you get y's results as 10. For question 18, simply change their denominator into the same, and for the 1 over x, you are required to multiply x plus 1 into its numerator, whereby for 1 over x plus 1, you are required to multiply x to its numerator. So your final results will actually be 1 over x bracket x plus 1. For question 19, you're required to find the value of P and Q. So key things to take note is for perimeter, it is actually split into 3 parts. 2 and 3 is actually its radius, and part 1 will be the arc length. So for you to calculate the arc length, simply take 172 over 360 times 2 times pi and r, which is our radius. So results, add them all up, then you will get 12 over 5 pi plus 12. So your P will be 12 and your Q will be 12 over 5. But for question 20, so this one is actually can be solved using the quadratic formula, which goes by -b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So the key assessment here is to identify what's A, what's B, and C from the equation. So A will actually be 3, B is -2, and C is also -2. Okay, by substituting all the information in, you will get the final results as 1.22 or -0.55. But for question 21, so this is actually the speed and time diagram. For you to find the acceleration, okay, you can always refer back to the units given in the question. So it is actually speed divided by time, you get the acceleration. So we just take 12 divided by 10, you get 1.2. Whereby for you to find the total distance traveled, okay, it's actually the area of the entire shape. So our top is actually t minus 10 and our bottom is t. Divided by 2, multiplied by its height, then you get 480. So by running the calculation, you will get t's results as 45. For question 22, okay, for the top part, you're required to simplify it, okay, by doing the factorization. And for the bottom part, you're required to extract x from 2x squared and x. Your results will be 2x plus 1, x minus 1 over x bracket 2x plus 1. Okay, but after you run the calculation, you get the final results as x minus 1 over x. For question 23, okay, first you need to identify the AC's length, as the question is requesting to find the angle between AP and the rectangular base. Okay, so by using Pythagoras theorem, we will identify AC's value as 6 square root 5. So with 6 square root 5, we can now use the information, okay, tangent PAC equals to 4, which is opposite, and divided by 6 square root 5, which is its adjacent. So the angle PAC will be 16.6 degrees. Question 24, this is matrix question. So for part A, simply multiply 3 into all of the variables inside P. Then you get 9369. Whereby for part B, P multiplied by Q. So I actually show the step-by-step calculation over there. Okay, the final results will be 2, 10, -1, and 16. For part C, so first thing you need to identify is to find the determinant. So just take 1 multiplied by 4 minus -1 multiplied by 2. So determinant results will actually be 6. So for you to write the inverse matrix of it, it will be 1 over 6. Then I swap 4 and 1's position. Okay, then I multiply -1 into 2 and -1. So your results will be 1 over 6 bracket 4 -2 1 1. For question 25, factorize. So I extracted p from the first two variables and I will get p bracket x plus y. And for the last one, the last two variables I extracted negative from both of them. Then I will get negative bracket x plus y. So I rearrange them, then we get p minus 1 bracket x plus y as the result. Whereby for part B, first thing first, I extracted 2 from both of the variables. Then I will left with t squared minus 49m squared. So things to take note is that we are using the a squared minus b squared equation. Then you will get a plus b and a minus b. So a in our case will be t, and for b it will be 7m. So after the expansion, your results will be 2 bracket t plus 7m bracket t minus 7m. And for the last question, okay, part A, find OP in terms of AC. Okay, OP is actually OC plus CP, so it is C plus 2 over 3A. So why is it 2 over 3A? Because the total here is 3 and CP's is actually 2 out of it. So 2 over 3A for CP, and PB will be 1 over 3A. And from the information from part B, Cx to Xa is 2 to 3. So this information gave us that the total ratio is 5. So Cx will actually be 2 over 5 of Ca, and for Xa it will be 3 over 5 of Ca. So Ca's value will actually be A minus C after the calculation by using CO plus OA. Okay, so for you to find OX in terms of AC, okay, now we will be using OC plus CX. So the results will be C plus 2 over 5 bracket A minus C. So after the calculation, you will get OX value as 2 over 5A plus 3 over 5C. For part 2, find OX to XP. So OX value will actually be the part 1's answer, 2 over 5A plus 3 over 5C, whereby for you to find XP, it is XC plus CP. Okay, which is -2 over 5 AC plus 2 over 3A. So after the calculation, you will get 4 over 15A plus 2 over 5C. So you compare, then you'll be able to identify the ratio as 3, 2. So the comparison actually showed it over here. So OX is 6 over 15. I changed their denominator into the same to make the calculation easier. So thank you for watching. I hope you find this video helpful. If you happen to have friends that's struggling to solve all this past year, feel free to share this video to them. So I wish you all the best in your exam preparation. Thank you.